Yeah, it seems more airy. To make our template for our windows, you're supposed to use this outside edge, but it's so hard to get a nice straight line trying to reach under there like that. So what I did is I just drew a circle around the inside here, and then I added, this is a 1/2 inch, so I added a 1/2 inch plus a 1/16 because you need to go just slightly beyond for the window. And so you can see here, this is the original line. I added the here and did my cut along here. For the corners, I just used a compass right where the curve starts. You take your compass and just put it there and then draw a line like that, and then do the same thing over here. Draw another line. You'll get a line like this, and then you just, that's what draws your line right there for the outside corner. I made a bunch of templates trying to get underneath there, and they're just always were wobbly and crappy. Also for the template material, this stuff works really good. This is X-board. It's available at Home Depot in big rolls. It's in the paint section because they use this to lay down the floors to protect the floors from paint. But it's nice and thick, and it's not as thick as cardboard. So when you cut it, it's a nice clean edge. So here I found the middle spot on my door and put these on here, but I made a line across the side, so when I put my template in the middle, it lines up with these lines here. These are all going to be covered when we're done with the install. And so then I just drilled, I've already drilled this, but drill a hole through the van once you've got it nice and square, and then just pick somewhere else over here, you know, anywhere else in here for your second hole. Okay, and once now that that's done, we have 2 holes that we can reference on the other side. So I'm going to take this tape off, and we're going to lay this side up against the van,
aligning the holes.
Aligning up the holes. My bit through here, through my hole that I drilled, and then just move this until you can see the hole. Because light should shine through it. And just tape it up. And that should be where you would draw your template. So we drew out our template with a permanent marker, and now I'm going to drill a hole for the jigsaw. I did a pilot hole here just to make it easier for the bigger bit.
Here we go.
Okay.
So
your hole should be just big enough for your jigsaw to go in. We're going to tape this up on the outside so we don't scratch the paint when we're moving around. But that, as long as your blade fits in there, that's a big enough hole. There we go. step is to file it down. You don't want any rough edges on this because they can tear up the gasket and cause leaks. So I got the window in. I put 3M5200 behind the plywood panel. Pushed it up against, pushed the outside window in, pushed the ring on over the top of this, and then just screw them down.
Okay. We're about to do the other side, and we'll try to film the whole thing so you can see the different steps.
Okay, got the second window cut out, and now we've already filed it down. And now she's going over with some paint to seal it. Put some 3M 5200 marine adhesive sealant on it. So you just press this on, put the front of the window in the other side, put the back frame in, and then tighten down the screws. So I didn't have 1-inch spacer, so this is 3/4 plywood with a 1/4 wood on top.
Okay, so they're both installed now. Good job, Rob.
Thanks. So one other thing, when you're tightening these screws, don't do them all like down here. Do them kind of cross. And then keep going back over them, because as you tighten other ones up, these will loosen up again.
So are you saying don't tighten them all the way down? Don't cinch them all the way down, kind of go slow?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I cut my template out of plywood. I just laid my previous template on top of it and cut it out of a 3/4 inch plus a 1/4 inch on top of that, because it needs to be a 1-inch spacer for the window that I bought. Then just cut it out with a jigsaw. You can also just go straight across with boards. I've seen that, but you'll have to finish up that corner when you get your final window in. The blind itself, if you were just going right up against it, it would hide that. So that's an option as well. Okay, so I need to take out this center structure, since this is the side that we're putting it on, and it's pinch welded right onto here. So I'm just going to take a cold chisel, a ball peen hammer, and then knock it out, and do that on all 4 sides. Obviously we'll have to coat this with paint. It'll be behind the wall, so it's not that big a deal. Okay, so we put our template up against the wall. We used tape off of this here, that ledge. It's a little tricky here because of the foam that they use to glue it to the panel. We measured here and here, and it was about the same. You got to be careful here because it kind of goes up, and so it can throw off your measurement. We kept it about 3 inches there, and then this end is wide because our shower is going to come like right up through here. So now I drill the hole through the middle. Seems more airy. So now we're going to do our test fit. Perfect. So here's the window installed. Looks good, fit good, no issues. Till next time, bye.